Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I'm here in Planet Minecraft to start off the video by mentioning that you can now download this world. It is available. If you follow the link in the description below, it'll bring you to this page right here that showcases some screenshots and things like that of the world itself, as well as a top-down overview of the entire world and everything like that. This is 15 arenas for PvP or fighting. You can play around with this and everything like that. I think it would be great for a stream or something at some point, but obviously I cannot stream at the current moment, but that's besides the point. If you feel like you want to check it out, feel free to check it out in the link in the description below. Like I mentioned, I'm going to show a little bit more in this video, but right now I just wanted to mention this starting off in case you're curious. To download it, simply visit the website link and then just press the download Bedrock MC World. It is for Bedrock, it's not for Java Edition, so if you're on Java, I'm sorry, but you can't play it, I guess. But that's going to do it for that. Let's go ahead and go into the actual world itself, which I'm already in, and this is about where you should be starting. You should start inside this little room here, at least if I did everything correctly. You should start here, in survival and everything like that, and you can do different things like play around with some options. If you talk to this NPC here, you can do different weather events and things like that. You can talk to this NPC here and choose a loadout, and they each have different little sets and things like that. My favorite is the Jester because he gives you all kinds of weird, funny effects that make you invincible, but also you can't hurt other players. It's a really fun time if you play around with that, as well as some other classes and stuff. But anyway, you have that. Each one of these NPCs will teleport you to another map and everything like that, and there is indeed 15 of these maps, including a little lava one down there is sort of a more of a sudden death type thing because it's really small. Starting off, you have these little instructions, not really instructions, more just like information, I guess. And it says special thanks to these two users. These two people actually helped me out a little bit with this map. This one here, Damien Archer, actually helped me build one of the maps. This one here helped a little bit with the teleporting, and they helped a little bit with bordering, and they did help with one of the maps as well, just not as much as Damien Archer did. But they definitely helped a lot in the sense that they were able to teach me a little bit about commands and things like that, so a huge shout out to both of these users here. But anyway, you can use these trapdoors to go to the next floor, or you can simply tap on, or not tap on this, but click on the button underneath the NPC that says floor 2, and it'll teleport you to the second floor. And look at this, there's more maps. Oh my gosh, and you can either go back to floor 1, or you can go back to floor 3, or down to floor 3. So let's go down to floor 3. And at floor 3, we have just a few maps, and then a thing that sends us back to floor 2 and floor 1. So that is that. I do want to mention this right here. This is more so if you're hosting some sort of event or whatever, thing like that. So this space is more for players who want to moderate battles or events or something like that you might be hosting. You can press this button here. It'll give you a book, and you can write in this book whatever and just chuck it inside this. And if you're hosting some kind of event, or if you're doing some kind of thing and it's maybe you want to turn it into a realm, I don't know, but it's there in case you want to play around with it, and you can put some complaints, some issues, etc., into the book, and then put it in the chest. And the well, I'm in survival, so I can't go in there, but basically the main people, the moderators, the creators, whatever, the owners of that world, I don't know what you want to call yourselves, would be back there doing their little mod things, and every once in a while they come up here and check the chests for books and stuff like that. You can actually exit right here, and you can walk around. There's not really much reason in doing this. You can't go to any of the maps in survival because they're all bordered off. But that is that. Can I actually... Yeah, I was fixing to say, I didn't break this, did I? I was hoping I didn't forget that, but yeah, you can't go in here. This just, again, for the mods or whatever. This is a really fun thing. I won't spoil what this does for you, but definitely don't press the pressure plate or anything like that, okay? And yeah, if you ever do get lost out here, if you somehow get past the borders that I have set up in this world, there are a couple over here. I think there is a way to get off this map, and it's a little bit intended, but not at the same time. It's sort of something that you can do, you just don't want to do it. But if you do happen to fall off this map right here, which there is a way to do, I just didn't want to border it off because, like I said, it was sort of intended but not fully intended. There are a couple of these laying around that you can use to teleport back to spawn. You just press that, it brings you back to spawn, and you're back at the beginning. Anyway, let me hop into creative here and kind of show you a little bit more of this world. There's actually a thing right here. See, if you're in creative, you can just fly out. But anyway, I've shared this world before in a previous video where I was just talking about like, hey, I made a little arena world, whatever. I'm gonna make it available for download eventually, which it is available for download. Link in the description. I know I mentioned that already, but there you go. And I shared a few of these worlds, but I figured I could go ahead and share a couple of more, including this one right here, because this is I think the last one I did, originally it was just this one building. It didn't even have ladders on it and a couple of other little small details on this. But it was literally just this little building, and I decided, you know what, instead of destroying the building and just removing one of the arenas, I may as well edit it and make it a little bit more of an interesting little sci-fi laboratory thing where Crying Obsidian is like taking over and everything like that. They were trying to ship Crying Obsidian inside of these crates, and something happened, something tragic, and it broke out, and it is stretching all over the place. It completely decimated this little building here. It's completely decimated. Look at this. Look at the inside of this place. It's decimated. It's destroyed. It's ruined. It's ruined. Well, the windows are shattered and stuff like that. And I figured maybe this Crying Obsidian wants water, so it's like stretching out into like a little bit of a river. There's a little bit of a walkway with like the ground splitting open because Crying Obsidian is just taking over and stuff like that. And overall, this was a really fun map to make. This was one of my favorites. After I finished everything, this was one of my favorites. Something else I didn't share in the previous video was this one here. This is a little ocean little place. I don't even know what you would call this. I guess like a little bit of an aquarium or something like that. I don't know. But it's pretty neat. You have like little fishes and stuff in there, little fish tanks and things like that, and little passageways to get to new places. This weird thing where you can, like, if you climb onto this, you can just walk right up this block somehow. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but you can. I don't know how I managed to make that happen, but I did. But that's a cool little detail for you. And we have like a bigger aquarium here and everything like that. Chests, of course. These chests are all over the map, by the way. You can find them on every single map. There's multiples of them. You can actually come in here and swim and things like that. You have like a little bit of a little effect on you when you do that, so you don't have to worry about drowning. You can come in here. There's like little openings down here and everything like that. Just kind of flank your enemy by going underwater, you know, cool things like that. It is a little bit crowded in here, and I don't know why the fish all just, you know, cluster together, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Oh shit, okay, that was missing. I'll fix that for the video, but it's missing an actual it's missing an actual download. I'm sorry. Which means you can just get right off the map with that, can't you? That was right here. Yeah, you're screwed if you fall on that. Oh well. I don't know how that got broke, but it must have got broke at some point. But yeah, just different rooms and things like that. Pressure plate doors, so you don't have to necessarily open the doors. Some of them are manual open, some of them aren't. Different rooms and stuff like that for you to explore and have fun with. I really like what I did with this map. I definitely want to do more with something similar to this in the future. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if I shared off the sand dunes or not, but you have a little bit of a sandy thing. There's not really a whole lot to show off in this. This is a really open map. There's not a huge amount of cover, but the idea of some of this is like it's mostly in ruins. There used to be some form of village or perhaps castle or some kind of monument that was destroyed and ruined by sandstorm after sandstorm. In fact, this right here, I don't know if you could tell or not, is actually a fallen tower. Just like this one, it's just a tower that fell over. That's what the idea of that was. Moving on, we have this over here. I think I shared this in the original video. I don't know if I did or not, but it was unfinished. It was something that I was considering just removing completely because it was this huge library, and then I realized that I didn't have enough space because of this thing over here, and it started to look a lot like something else that already exists in Minecraft. It ended up looking a lot like a woodland mansion, so I was like, oh, heck, I don't know if I want to finish this or what to do with it, so I ended up putting it off. This was actually like the second before last thing I did right before the little factory thing that I did over there, or whatever you want to call that. But what I decided to do is, instead of finishing the library, I figured it would be a really interesting thing that instead of having a library, you have a little bit of a library, obviously, but instead of just a library, it is a construction site. They are building a library. They're currently building a library that you got like these things, scaffolding all over the place, unfinished windows, the ceiling isn't finished, who knows how tall this thing would be when it's finished, and like little areas that are filled with barrels for storage and things like that while they're unpacking and things like that. Just simple little things like that as the idea goes. And of course, more storage and things like that, which actually in the game you can get behind this stuff and jump onto and everything like that. The border is actually like right here, so you don't have to worry about not being able to get behind there for cover and things like that. And yeah, I really like what I ended up doing with that. I feel like I actually fixed it while keeping it, cool and everything. This one here was also a very unfinished map that Spirit Wolf Moon, the person on that sign, actually helped me finish and everything like that. They were able to help me finish like the border of this, like these mountain things. Literally all I had was like this wall right here, and then with their help, I was able to get the rest of this and everything like that. So huge shout out to them. We also worked on this little cave here and fixed this, which you can actually go into this and swim up here and be all spooky. Haha, got you by surprise. Master flank. Things like that. The main premise of this map is just huge lake, boat warfare, with a little bit of things that you can climb onto like this and shoot at the boats while people are swimming in the boats and fighting and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. There's also one little house thing. I don't know what you would call this. I guess you would call it like a cabin, but it's like abandoned and everything. That's kind of the idea of that, because there's no furniture. I don't know how to make furniture, so I just make it abandoned. And another thing, this right here, Damien Archer helped me out with that one. I think I showed that off last time, but Damien Archer helped me with this one as well. They ended up doing about a little bit of it, and then I ended up finishing the rest of it. They did some of these. They did like this skull here, and I think this one, and this one as well, and different ones like that. And then I ended up coming through here later on because this was just a huge field, and I ended up adding more, and we did this whole underground area. This one is one of my favorite maps because there's this huge mysterious underground with bones and these soul lanterns and things like that, and there's all kinds of like cool little lines of sight that you can make in this as well, and of course little secret passageways because there's multiple ways to climb out of this place here. So you got like an entrance there, you got like a big entrance there, you got an entrance there, you got all kinds of entrances to get inside this little cave thing, and overall I really like it. I don't know why I did this little soulfire thing. I kind of regret it, but it's just something that's there. But as you can tell, this one ended up coming really close to this other map, and the reason why is because I was considering demolishing this map here. The reason why I didn't demolish it was actually it would have been too much. It would have been more work to demolish it than it would be to just finish it. So that's why that ended up like that. And yeah, I think those are the only maps that I didn't share in the previous video, other than like, I guess this sudden death one, which was relatively new. This used to be just like a little sandy structure, and I liked the shape of it so much I decided to turn it into a full-on little arena type sudden death thing. And yeah, there's not even chests on here. There's just item frames with different like gold swords and things like that. And right up here, you can get a little fishing rod. I feel like a fishing rod would be really powerful on this map because if they were like over there, if, for example, you could, you know, throw a fishing rod on them and then pull them into lava and things like that. There's lots of lava and things like that because I figured if this is going to be really small, it may as well be a sudden death map. I tried to make it to where there's no possible way to jump over this. I didn't put a single barrier on this one. It's just, if you can somehow make that jump, then honestly, you deserve to make that jump and survive because you just shouldn't be able to make that jump. That should just not be possible. But overall, this is actually, weirdly enough, one of my favorites. I just love how simple it is, and I love the symmetrical nature of it and everything like that. The little tunnel right through here, that was a little bit hard to make because of the lava and everything like that. These little dips right here that just go in a little bit so you can kind of peek out and have cover while, you know, technically not having cover at the same time. And overall, that's one of my favorites. That's just a little sudden death one. So that's all those maps. That is it for the video, I believe. There is this one as well. I don't remember if I shared that one or not, but I'm sure I have. But overall, that is that for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that you download the map and play around with this, you know, map with your friends and everything like that. And if you do, let me know how it goes. Let me know if you download it. I'll be checking the little Planet Minecraft page every once in a while to see if I've gotten any more downloads since the video. Yeah, get some downloads on there, gamers. And yeah, that's going to do it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and share, and do all of those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful. Look at this. I'm going to get on top of that tree. Oh, I missed it.